Hey there, kings, queens, and in-betweens. My name is RoyLGamer, and welcome to the first ever Ask RoyLGamer video. I asked a question on Twitter if you guys had any questions for me to ask in a video, and some of you guys responded, so I decided to make a video about it. And one is from Sean Beaver, who says, I got a question, if I may. Is it gay to play putt-putt golf with a friend and watch his butt-butt when he tees off? But wait, I ain't done yet. In football, the quarterback goes hut-hut while he reaches in another grown man's ass. But what if he slips and his penis goes in his teeny tiny round hiney and he didn't mean it? And he pictured a woman's ass. Is that gay? Good question. And a couple people agreed. That was a good question. Is it gay? Well, I guess it matters what is defined as gay. Like, how do you determine something is gay? I like to say that you're only gay if you intend or if you are sexually attracted to a man, and I assume that neither of these people were sexually attracted to a man and were doing this on accident, and were not intentionally wanting to touch another man's ass or put his penis in a teeny tiny round hiney while picturing a woman's ass. That might mean he might internally be gay and not know about it. But as seeing the outside in, I don't think they are, but I would like to question their ideals. All right, second question is, have you ever went to kiss a girl, then missed her lips completely? Well, yes and no. Yes, and then it worked out to become no, so I don't know, depends. It worked itself out in the end, so maybe not. Next question. Have you ever sniffed a fart from a man's butt? Well, yes, if you count me. I have sniffed my own farts, so that counts. As far as someone else's farts, not intentionally. And it really depends. Does it matter if I smelled it being in the same room as them and I had no choice about it, or do you mean I came up to someone's ass and attempted to smell their fart, in which case, no. I have never done that, but yes, I have smelled a fart that did come out of another man's ass. Unintentionally, of course, but yes, that has happened. And I'm sure you have as well. Christina Louis says, what is your ideal wedding? Whichever one has you in it. Daniel Benavides says, why does anything exist and why does it matter that it does? Well, that is a very difficult question, one that is still looking to be answered today, but there are definitely a lot of good ideas that have evidence upon them as to answer that question. Now, the first thing is, you have to ask the question correctly. There technically is no why. Just because you can phrase a question to be a certain way doesn't really mean that it's a valid question. There really is no why. The universe doesn't owe you an explanation as to why it exists. It sort of just happens. The universe just came to existence. The real question is how. How does anything exist, and how does it matter, and I guess in this case, why does it matter that it does? Why does it matter to us? Why does it matter to us? Well, it allows us to exist, but the universe, again, does not owe us an explanation as to why it exists. So, as the answer to how, I've listened to some physicists on this, and the answer is, in the beginning of the universe, matter and antimatter both come out of the universe all the time, out of nothing, and immediately annihilate each other afterwards, still leaving the overall energy of the universe about zero. But for some reason, 1/billionth of those particles were both matter, and they decided to stay. And that billionth of all the particles that came into existence in the universe stayed, and that is the universe we live in now. Is technically, our universe is 1/billionth of all the matter that came to exist at the beginning of the universe. That wasn't annihilated by also the antimatter that came to exist as well. Why didn't antimatter come to exist exactly the same? Don't really know the answer to that. It's a phenomenon that is still looked into being answered today, but that is your answer, really. That is why things exist, is because some reason matter decided to exist 1/billionth more often than antimatter did, and that is all the matter that we have today. So, I hope I didn't bore you with that answer. All right, so the final question that just came to me just before I started recording, he says, what is an MRE? He already knows the answer to this, but I'm going to answer it anyway. An MRE is a meal ready to eat. It is the most disgusting food ever produced in the military or in America in general, and it is fed to us in the military. Not entirely true. There's some pieces are good, but some pieces I hate. Some food isn't. They give you M&Ms. Sometimes they give you Skittles, Reese's Pieces. It's got some good stuff, but for the most part, I generally don't like the things in the MREs. There are some select things that I do. But yeah, all it is just a bag of food that you eat from. It's very compact. And it's got a lot of calories, which of course you need if you're going to be in the military and you need some food to do your military activities. All right, so that's all the questions that I was asked on Facebook. If you would like a question for me to answer in the next video, please make it down in the comments. Or if you have some answers that you would like to make to the comments made in this, to the questions asked in this video, please go ahead and answer those in the comments as well. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to always stay classy, sexy, and overall awesome. And I will see you guys next time.